Hey guys, what's up? Grimace and Sam back with another video, and today we have another episode of Tennessee Titans franchise on Madden 24. This week we are going to be taking on the 2-5 Pittsburgh Steelers at 8:15. So we do have a prime time game. Wow, I really hope this game gets flexed out of whatever fucking day it is. I'm going to be honest. With Tennessee rumored to be trading off potentially Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry in real life, and Pittsburgh just not being very great either, I wouldn't be surprised if they do try to flex this game out if it is a Sunday night, which I would assume it's a Monday night or a Thursday night, just based off of the 8:15 start. I could be wrong, though, because I know Sunday technically starts at that time, too, now that I'm thinking about it. So, a couple things to take care of. Weekly awards. D-Hop, 6 catches, 294 yards, 2 touchdowns, almost 50 yards per reception. That is best for 8th on the all-time list, and that is number 1 in Titans franchise history, even going back to the Oilers. So, and then I'm going to take a look at player negotiations. Of course, we still have a lot of the same players. Now, we are missing, of course, Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry now. We traded them off last episode, and now the team looks a lot different. So we're going to take a look at the lineup, and then we will hop into the game. So I did go ahead and make a few moves as well. So a lot of the offense has stayed the same. I don't think very much on the offense has moved differently besides Josiah DeGuara. He will be coming in playing that third-string tight end role. I don't want Trevon Wesco playing it. He's just too slow and not a great receiver. Defense, we made a shit ton of moves in free agency. I was kind of tired of just like all the bullshit that was going on with the defensive line and the corners. So what we ended up doing is releasing some of the younger players, putting them on practice squad, stuff like that. So we went out, got Brent Urban, got Michael Hoyt, and got John Kaminsky. The reason why I got John Kaminsky and Michael Hoyt is because they're both 280 pounds plus, and they also have 80 speed, so they can help out on special teams as well. They are both pretty good speed guys, as well as just Brett Urban being a good run stopper. He is still going to be back up behind Mario Edwards until I feel like we need to go in a different direction. So Caleb Farley, superstar. We did bring in Jordan Lewis as well. He will be helping out on the outside. We also brought in Chris Harris Jr. as a mentor and slot guy to help out as well. Ryan Cashman is coming in as well to help out on special teams, as well as that stand-up backer role and just a run stopper as well. He's, I think, 6'2", 240, something like that, with 87 speed. 6'1", 237, basically the same thing. So he could help out in that 3-4 as well. Arden Key's going to go back to being the starting outside backer. Joseph Asai just hasn't done enough for me to really keep him in his role. So we're going to put Arden Key at least as the normal outside backer. Now, Joseph Asai does still have the edge rusher for passing downs. And like I said, Chris Harris is going to be backup slot behind Elijah Molden. We're going to kick Rodder McCreary back out to the outside. Him and Caleb Farley are going to be permanent outside guys. So there's that as well. And of course, with Derrick Henry, we do not have a significant, power back. So Hassan Haskins will have to take that role. The team looks pretty nice. Now, of course, I did kick a couple players off the practice squad to be able to put other guys on. So Thomas Booker and Tyler Shelvin both head to the practice squad, as well as Thomas Graham. So 3 guys get sent down. I released 3 guys that didn't really matter all that much to the storyline. The team looks like it's heading in the correct direction, but we need to have a bounce back game. We almost lost to the Ravens, we lost to the Colts, and we lost to the Falcons. 3 very close, 3 games that, haven't went entirely our way. We barely scraped by the Ravens, so it was a struggle to say the least. I do have a storyline going into next week that I do hope to help the franchise a little bit cooler. But with that being said, guys, let's get into the game. The Pittsburgh Steelers will take over at their own 25-yard line. Kenny Pickett coming out Thursday night primetime game. Yeah, I don't think they're able to flex out Thursday games, but if they could, they probably fucking should. Darnell Washington can't hold on to a ball underneath. Aziz Al-Shahir comes up with the hit. Can't hold on to the football. This defensive line needs to show up. This offensive line isn't particularly great by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not bad either. I'm not going to sit here and say it's bad. And it does suck going up against Najee Harris, who, let's be honest, probably isn't going to be the back in Pittsburgh for very long. Jalen Warren has proven that he's a very good back, and I think that Pittsburgh is leaning that way. And then Pratt Fryermuth up the seam, catches an easy go ball just right behind the linebacker. I still go back to Pratt Fryermuth. I had him in my Washington football rebuild back in whatever Madden that was, Madden 22, Madden 21. And he had a very long, successful career, like a 14-year career, and he put up some pretty phenomenal stats. If you guys want to go watch that, go ahead. Quality's not as good as it is nowadays because, it was a couple of years ago. I'm doing things a little bit differently. Najee Harris on a negative 1 yard rush. They're moving the ball right now. Changed the sliders up a little bit, so we'll see how it plays today. Now, of course, if it plays too wrong in the opposite direction, then we can obviously go back and readjust from there. George Pickens underneath picks up 7, 3rd and 4 for 5 for Kenny Pickett. I tried to push the QB accuracy down, so hopefully that helps as well. I'm just tired of them going basically perfect all game every day. So, over the middle, Monty Rice knocks it away, and Kevin Byard pick in the back of the end zone on a deflection. I don't know what the fuck Kenny Pickett was thinking. Did he think he could, and apparently Kenny Pickett's injured now. Must have gotten hit on the play. I didn't see what had happened in the backfield, but why the fuck is Cam Hayward playing edge in this universe? Not that word. Don't use that word. I will get in trouble if I use that word. I use that word, sorry. 2nd and 9 now here after a 1 yard rush from Tajay Spears. They fill the box. If TJ Watt doesn't come right, if TJ Watt comes right away, and if this linebacker doesn't drop super duper fast, I'm hitting him. Yep, Treylon Burks. If nobody's going to stack up over top of him, I got to realize those routes are open. I got to keep going to them. That's something that I've seen it so many times in my Bears franchise as well, where I will, see somebody's not lined up over top of somebody, go to throw the ball takes forever to get out of my hands, and then all of a sudden, it's getting picked off and taken the other way because, because it's a short route or it's a short throw. And it's kind of upsetting to say the least. I do have to try to run the football a lot better here today. That's something that we got away from a lot last week, and it didn't help. I understand running the football is going to be a little bit tougher without Derrick Henry, and that's something we're just going to have to adjust to. If Tajay Spears isn't getting it going, we have to go to Hassan Haskins or even Jerick McKinnon. Now, at this point, Jerick McKinnon has been with the team for multiple weeks, so he is able to more than likely be well versed in our playbook. Malik Willis taking off, scrambling, avoiding this pass rush, getting 9 yards, going to hurry back to the line, see if we can catch this defense off guard. D-Hop one-on-one. He's open, hit him, and he catches the football. DeAndre Hopkins has had a very good last couple games. He's been performing very, very well. 1st and 10 here at the Pittsburgh Steelers 31-yard line. Cole Holcomb's over Phillips. Okonkwo, I don't think will be open. Yeah, I should have thrown it. I tried pushing X. Oh, and there's Robert Hainsey. I was literally going to talk about, the trades that we've made and stuff like that and how they've turned out so far. And I was going to say, Robert Hainsey has been a staple of this offensive line so far. He's one of the only guys that hasn't really gotten injured. And there, of course, he gets injured. So Josh Wiley underneath for a 10-yard reception. That's his first reception that isn't a fucking corner route. I swear, I said it before in one of the weeks where I was every single time we throw this dude the ball, he's getting a reception off of a corner route. It was weird for a little bit. Now, of course, we were bringing him on 2 tight end situations, so if a lot of those playbooks have, him doing something like that, then yeah, it's going to happen a lot. Phillips underneath. I wish that route would be ran a little bit better. I know he's not the most agile and explosive guy, but I was trying to run a return route kind of like the Chiefs did in the Super Bowl, not going quite as well as I was hoping for, but the motion out Burks, get him a little bit more separation, I think. Step up in the pocket, run, first down, Malik Willis. Offensive line holding up so far pretty well. First and goal at the 6. Went D-Hop on a little bit of a shorter route here. Play action fake to Spears, rolling out. Just get it to Spears, picking up. Oh! Cam Hayward apparently in coverage brings him down just outside the goal line. 1 yard to go, second and goal now. Yeah, they're not filling this box, so we can probably go for it. We're going to bring Treylon Burks probably in motion. No, because, fuck, that means Okonkwo will head up. I don't really have an option here. We'll just move Okonkwo over, leave Cam Hayward by himself. See what we can do. Snap the ball. Yeah, up the middle. Touchdown. Tajay Spears. First rushing touchdown on the day for him. Offense has looked pretty nice coming out of the gate. Pretty successful drive. We had some pretty good throws there. Some pretty good runs. So Mitchell Trubisky will come out starting at his own 25-yard line. He will take over for the apparently injured Kenny Pickett. So, what can they do here? They moved the ball pretty well with Kenny Pickett on that first drive. Not a whole ton of rushing there. Second rush for 3 yards now. So we got a 4-yard rush there. They moved the ball pretty well, but then again, if you take away that one, decent-sized play for Pat Freiermuth, I would say that they did not play particularly well on that drive. Like, they didn't just, go out there and just dominate. And I sent the blitz from the other side, hoping that we would be able to contain that edge. And now Pat Freiermuth is down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's going to head to the locker room. Yeah, they are getting going on this run game right now. So we got to slow them down just a little bit. Cover this underneath from Calvin Austin. And then Tajay Spears is open, and Azeez Al-Shaair is apparently too slow for Najee Harris. It's nice to see. 2nd and 6 now. Going to continue to play this zone. We got to continue to try to force Jeffrey Simmons to get into those one-on-one opportunities. And here, Caleb Farley and Amani Hooker both come up with the tackle. Okay, we got to slow Najee Harris down. We cannot let this happen again of just running backs running wild on us. We're going to bring Josh Thompson down since I'm going to be using him up anyway. Put him in the box against Najee. Cover it. Fire just can't make a play on Darnell Washington. I know he's a big body, but you got to come up and lay the boom on him. Put your shoulder in his back and fucking hit him. Do something, big dog. You cannot just let him catch in front of you and wrap him up. 2nd and 1 now. Expecting something to Najee here. Inside zone. I bid on it, and Darnell Washington's open in the flat. 1st and 10 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mitchell Trubisky cooking so far. Making some pretty good reads, which is, fine to say the least. I know this defense isn't super talented or anything like that, so I'm not completely surprised by that. End of the quarter as well. 1st and 10 at our 17, like I said, once again. Inside zone here. I over pursue with Monty, and yeah, that's just not helpful. We got to be better. I got to be better if we want this defense to succeed. If I have to, I'll drop onto a safety. I'm going to drop onto Thompson here and cover this deep part. Oh, and George Pickens. Oh, doesn't catch the football. Doesn't get 2 feet down. What? I guess when he turned and tried to make his way to the end zone, I guess he just didn't get his feet down. So, 2nd and goal now. Flat route to, who is that? Boykin, Miles Boykin. Yep, and he's in for the touchdown. 7-7. Taking over at our own 26-yard line after a good Marquez Stevenson return. 5 rushes, 7 yards, and a touchdown for Tajay Spears. Got to get him going just a little bit more. We're going to actually not start off with a run. We're going to start off with a play action fake. We're going to go towards TJ Watt, to be fair. Okay. You know what? Fine. Run the ball. Seems like Madden wants me to run the ball. We're going to run the ball then. Hop, step, over. 6 rushes, 20 yards now for Tajay Spears after that good game. Joey Porter Jr. comes up with the tackle. I tried to sub into a play action fake rollout and move it over to TJ Watt's side, and it was like, nope, you're going to run the football. So I'm like, okay, guess we're doing that then. 1st and 10, trying to escape. Who the fuck is that? Montrevious Adams is not that fast. What the fuck is that bullshit? He literally sheds and is in my butthole. 2nd and 26 now. We're going to run Burks on this little comeback. If it's man, he'll be open. If it's zone, Chig or Josh Wiley should be open over top. Oh, wow. And Pat Pete had a chance at an interception and tried to catch it one hand. Unfortunate for him, but I don't know why he would go for it. And it's not like interceptions are low. They're at 49, so they're not going to catch the ball every single time the ball is thrown to them, but they should catch it most of the time. Chig open underneath. Just pick up yards. 4th and 7, punt the football away. It'll be down at their own 13-yard line, and this Pittsburgh offense will come back out on the field. Can we slow them down? That's a big question. Of course, we struggled in the past with slowing offenses down. This defense is ranked the worst defense in the entire league, so, we have struggled a lot. Stopping Najee Harris after a 3-yard gain there, 6 for 46. Jesus, we are not having a good time right now, I'm going to be honest. 7 minutes left to play in the half. Underneath to Najee again. McCreary can't bring him down. How does Najee make that type of play, but I can never get that type of shit to trigger for even like Derrick Henry in the pass game? I don't understand that. Move Josh Thompson down, let him go to work. And George Pickens over the middle. We just can't cover these post routes ever. We can't cover anything. I'm really getting sick and tired. Why the fuck are my corners celebrating? You let up a fucking 18-yard gain, a 20-yard gain. Why the fuck are you celebrating? Madden doesn't know how to fucking program a game. I swear to God. This game is such dog shit. And Azeez Al-Shea here gets... And then just throw him forward. Why not? Give him fucking 9 yards, you dumb bitch, Harold Landry. This defense actually makes me mad. I've never struggled with a defense this badly. And of course, Azeez Al-Shea is on George Pickens. And McCreary, what the fuck are you looking for, you dumb bitch? Holy fuck. Where is this defense looking for? What are we looking for? Oh my god, and we fucking hit Trubisky and the ball is not inaccurate. We hit him as he's throwing the football and the ball is not inaccurate. It's maybe slowed down. What am I supposed to do here to fucking prevent that? Jeffrey Simmons isn't fucking winning his one-on-ones. Our corners can't cover him for more than half a second. I don't know what to fucking run here that would slow any offense down, let alone this offense. We're going against the 2-5 Pittsburgh Steelers. They are 2-5 for a fucking reason. It's probably because they probably can't fucking throw the football very well. And yet they are throwing it up our ass. It's just frustrating. It is. And across the middle, Boykin gonna hold on to the football. Yeah. This game's over. I don't know what the fuck to do. When Mitchell Trubisky's threading the football between two defenders and Miles Boykin is holding on to the football, there's nothing I can do, right? I won't be surprised if Cam Hayward auto sheds on this play. I would throw circle, but it'd probably get picked off, so I'm just going to run the football. 2nd and 5 now. I'm going to have Wiley underneath, probably, as well as Chig. Burks over the middle, just behind the linebackers. 1st and 10, 7 for 8 for Malik Willis. Has played well. I'm looking more into starting Will Levis here soon if Malik Willis does struggle at all, by the way. That is something that I am looking at. And then Josh Wiley doesn't react to a football. Come on, dude. You got to react to the goddamn football. Here's a rule, Madden. If I can fucking react to that football and try to make a play on it in real life, the fucking CPU should. Just saying. It's just like in 2K when like a player can't hold on to a ball, like a throw, or can't make a fucking down court pass. It's like, if I can make the play in real life, it should be able to happen 99% of the time in Madden. These dudes are NFL players, not fucking JV squad players, 1st and 10. Traylon underneath. Try to get to the outside, let D-Hop block. Nothing going there. 5 yards. 8 for 10 for Malik Willis. Has played a very nice game. It's just the defense can't stop anybody. They really can't. Our pass rush isn't there, which doesn't help out our young corners and our inexperienced, secondary. And then the linebackers are just so bad and can't play on their own, so you have to user them. And when you do, you make a mistake, and the CPU takes advantage of you. 2nd and 5 here at the 2-minute warning. Just dump it off to Spears. Let me guess, it's going to be a hold or something on me. Yeah, probably. I would assume so. Penalty. No, roughing the passer, so we'll get an extra 15 at least. Get us up into the red zone even more at the 13. I'll take it. Run this little curl combo. What I'm wanting here, I kind of want to drop Spears. See what they come up with. Spears could still be open if Holcomb doesn't rotate that way. If it is man, I think I'm going to have D-Hop, though. Zone, just take off and run, pick up yardage. 2nd and 5 now. Let's see, what do we have for running plays in this? Let's go to the RPO bubble read. If this corner comes, let's see. Linebacker comes, we give to Spears. If corner comes, we dump off to Phillips as quickly as possible. Yep. And then, Mika Fitzpatrick just makes a phenomenal play. I mean, that's something Mika would do in real life, so I'm not completely, mad at that. That is something Mika could easily do in real life, so I'm not going to be completely upset by that. Spears on this out route looks pretty promising. I'm going to put Chig on an out. No? Okay, Chig on an out route. D-Hop one-on-one with Mika could look promising. Burks, when he stutter steps and goes to release up, this could be open as well. It's zone, though. And just nothing going. Cam Hayward and TJ Watt both shed on a 3rd down, and they get us for a sack. 4th and 16, going to kick the ball. 14-10 with 40 seconds left. Pittsburgh's going to score. Pittsburgh, 43 seconds. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mitchell Trubisky is going to turn into primetime Patrick Mahomes. Playoff Patrick Mahomes. So, I'm going to user up Osai, see if I can get an edge rush going. He overthrows Deontay Johnson, which is surprising, and Caleb Farley's faster than Deontay Johnson and was struggling to keep up with him. I understand maybe his man coverage isn't as high as it should be, but you can't let that happen to me where I throw a go ball on a good route and the corner catches up with less speed and less man coverage, and Joseph Asai right there. Dan Moore just can't keep up with Joseph Asai. We're going to call a timeout here. If we can get them to give us the ball back, we could be in a good look here. They're going to run the football here more than likely, so we're going to user up Chris Harris Jr. See, hopefully if we can get a stop here. Halfback zone back this way, slowing up the O-line. 4th and 16, call our timeout. We're going to get the ball back with probably about 18 seconds. 1st and 10, 42-yard line. Fuck it, let's run the screenplay. We can pick some yards up and at least get out of bounds. We should be in an okay position here. Only 3 rushers, which means there's going to be a lot of people in coverage. Yeah, get out of bounds if you can, Spears. 11 seconds left. We got 1 timeout, so we got about 1 play, and then timeout. So we still can look across the middle here. Could run another screen pass. I just don't feel like would be realistic. I think they'd be watching for that at that point. Let's go high-low dig here. Yeah, put Burks on a slant. It's going to free him up a little bit faster. Doesn't look like man, so it could be zone. Chig just behind this linebacker could be tempting. But D-Hop one-on-one. See if he can... Nope. And that was 6 seconds, apparently. I felt like that was quick. I know I waited for a second. I'm not really looking for this smash play right here. Chig should be decently open on that. Bring D-Hop in. Timeout. Fucking let's go. Good shit, Chig and Malik Willis. At least we'll bring us within a 1-point game. Good throw and catch there. Why the fuck? Okay, I gotta take a delay game. Normally when it does that situation and it realizes you have to kick a field goal, it will normally just take you back to special teams there. We're just gonna false start, get us our 5 yards quicker. In real life, we would have 40 seconds to sub in our team, and of course this isn't real life, so. Okay, well, just took it from a 50-yard kick to a 55. Let's see if Trey Wolf has the leg. And the kick is... It's going to have at least the accuracy. And it's good. Tennessee Titans down 1 going into the half. The defense came up clutch there on that last drive. On the first drive and the last drive, they played pretty well. Offense has played pretty well as well. Let's get to the second half now. First and 10, 22-yard line after a shit return by Marquez Stevenson. Handoff, stretch, left side, bounce it back in. Javon Curse makes a wrong read, and we pick up a first down. That's what I'm talking about. Just gotta find those holes. Sorry, Javon, but you're not a good enough player to where I'm particularly worried about your future health. In universe, in this league, of course, not in real life. If you were injured in real life, I wouldn't want you playing. But another 10-yard rush there, getting tackled for the first down. 9 for 55 here for Tajay Spears. We're going to keep going to the ground. If they can't stop us, we're going to keep going. Josh Wiley one-on-one with TJ Watt doesn't sound very nice, but neither does Cam Hayward versus Chig. So I thought Wiley was going to have just a little bit more on the inside. I could bounce it in and pick up at least a couple. I know if I bounce that outside, it's probably going to be a quick release and tackle for him. Going to run right at TJ Watt again. See what they decide to do here. Let's see if they move this D-line. They do move Minka. They rotate the safeties. Do they rotate back? Yeah. Okay. Probably could have been a better play if I bounced it towards more of the center of the field. I just figured if I did, then I want to give my offensive line a chance to really block that up very well. Just not a great play there. Maybe we should have had that tight end over there. I don't know. Let's move Phillips over to the other side. Let's get him. Jesus, this play comp keeps running so fast. Yeah, delay a game. That's not great. 3rd and 12 now. Gotta look for something a little bit deeper down the field. I don't want to go 4 verts just because I know how cheesy it is and I know how easy it is to read. We're gonna go with this. Spears on this wheel route, if he gets put on by a linebacker, could be a winner. Chig underneath, and I just don't get it to him in time. 4th and 12. Yeah, just penalty on the play, on the drive, of course, stalls it out, and just other things as well. Just me not being a competent OC there really sucks. Looks like Kenny Pickett might be back for the Pittsburgh Steelers in this second half now. Yeah, he is, so who knows, that could be helpful. He did throw the pick, so that could be. Ooh, and fucking Kevin Byard had enough of Darnell Washington shit. Lays him out there. 2nd and 10 now. 7:24 in the third. Not a whole ton time taken off by us. I try to jump it, and he rotates up the field on a slant route, so it's over my head. That's anytime my receivers are open in that situation, they stop in the middle of the fucking field, so that's kind of weird. Man him up underneath. Get Jeffrey Simmons one-on-one here. And Elijah Molden. But luckily, the ball is overthrown. Miles Boykin has to go up in the air, and Aziz Al-Shaair comes up with a hit on Miles Boykin. I don't love this. Leaving George Pickens one-on-one with Kevin. I don't know who the fuck I'm talking about there. 6 for 10 here for Pickett, 100 yards. Just throwing the ball really nicely, hitting open guys. You know, I might have to try to figure out some adjustments to make with zone coverages and stuff with inside the coach suggestions. Well, not coach suggestions, but coach game plan. Broderick Jones, their starting left tackle, goes down, and I think Chig Okafor went down earlier in the game. No, he's at left tackle now. I could have swore he started off at right tackle early in this game. But outside run here, these two defensive backs need to make a play. Monty Rice is now down, so brings in Buddy Johnson. So I guess we'll be usering up on Buddy Johnson, leaving Aziz Al-Shaair by himself. Hopefully he doesn't get too destroyed out there. Buddy Johnson, former Pittsburgh Steeler, former drafted Pittsburgh Steeler to say the least. Aziz is right there and just doesn't try to jump that route. Why wouldn't he jump that route? Okay, he's a smart enough linebacker. He may not have the physical tools to make a whole ton of plays or be that dominant guy, but like, he was with the 49ers. He's a little bit smarter than... Ooh, Boswell misses the kick. Keeps it within one score game. Is that Boswell? No, that's Brown. Who the fuck is Brown? 1st and 10 at our 40. Taking over now. Let's go zone. Nope. Apparently we've called it recently. Get outside of Cam Hayward. Juke back in. Picks up 9. 12 for 67 for Spears. Get this ball moving now. Gonna motion Burks over. He might be open in the flat right here. Yep, he is, and just can't get him the football because it's a play action fake and doesn't let me out of the animation. Safety blitzes and gets home. Gonna go corner deep here. So, picking up 9 yards and then immediately going backwards on an 8-yard sack on a play action. You just can't have that type of stuff happen. You really can't. That's what wins and loses you games. 4th and 3 now. I'm going for it. I don't care. I know this might not be a smart play, but now if the play doesn't look like it's going to develop into anything, then yeah, we can definitely move off of it. Let's send Phillips here. Spears underneath. Catch. First down. I know that Texas route is kind of cheesy, but if those linebackers are going to play off like that, I'm going to hit it. Going to go with this read option here. Chig should have a decent block. Saylor should get up to the linebacker. But Hayward stays, so doesn't want Malik Willis coming out on that outside edge. Go back to this screen pass. Our running backs are good, so get them the football. Dylan Radunes picks up a block. So does Chig all the way back from the other side of the field. Chig does. Good shit. Down to the 16 here. 5 receptions, 62 yards for Spears. He could be taken over for the King. He has the opportunity, of course, with the trade. Will he take advantage of it? Breaks one tackle from T.J. Watt, but then gets caught up on the D tackle. 2-yard rush there. But still, considering the fact that, he was being brought down in the backfield, breaks off that tackle, and still picks up yards is impressive to say the least. 2nd and 8, play action fake, roll out. Watt comes, so dump it off to Spears. Breaks a tackle from Minka. Jesus, Spears is playing really nice right now. Inside zone, no. I want it to be ran this way. I'm going to go to the strong side, though. Double team everything up to the linebackers. Holcomb is free. Down to the 2 now. Going to go back to this formation. We got halfback stretch. I'm running it weak. Hurry before the safety can get over there. Spears not quite into the end zone. Going to go back to it once again. Let's go wing tight now. Let's change up the formation a little bit. Let's go wing tight, halfback zone. Apparently D-Hop wants to play tight end now. DeGuara, we're going to motion. Kenny, no, Jesus. They are stopping us right now. That's 2 straight rushes right there for Spears. He can't make it. Just go zone weak. Let's see what we have. We're going to bring Burks in motion and snap the ball. Hopefully he'll help out with this linebacker here. And just Cam Hayward sheds and then gets caught up. I know this is probably a stupid thing to do, but we're going play action. We're going to go play action slide here. PA boot slide. I want Josh Wiley on this. I don't want Kyle Phillips. I want Josh Wiley. I need Chig to block. Motherfucker, you're whatever, go. Before the play clock runs out on us again. D-Hop, back to the end zone. Touchdown, D-Hop. D-Hop having himself a phenomenal last 3 games. He is playing very well. Touchdown there, D-Hop. Puts us up by 5 currently. We're going to go for 2 here. Just makes the most analytical sense. We're up by 3, so there's no point in, okay, this isn't exactly what apparently I picked a play. We're going to have to live with it. I don't know if this is a weak box. I think, nope, we don't have, I don't think curls will work, but we'll go to it to start. Phillips can't hold on to the football. That was a good throw. It was a good throw and catch. It really was. 1st and 10 at Pittsburgh's 25. Kenny Pickett back out onto the field. Their offense has slowed down a little bit with Kenny Pickett, so in real life, I think they would consider going back to Trubisky at this point if the offense still continues to struggle on this drive. Man everybody up. Play underneath. Okay, and then, yeah. Shire just gets laid out, apparently, like, who was that? James Daniel, former Bears offensive lineman. I still don't understand why we got rid of him. People were like, well, he doesn't fit the scheme or something. And looking at it now, it's like, motherfucker, who cares if he fits the scheme? At least he would be better than what we have. Underneath Deontay Johnson. Caleb Farley just can't come up with the knock away. 3rd and inches here. They're going to let it go to the quarter. Sam will blitz. Let's send some pressure. Did we stop him or did he fall forward? Did we stop him or did he fall forward? Holding. So no matter what, they do not get the first down. 4th and short. We held him. Good shit, Harold Landry. Good shit. I don't know who I like running to more in this opportunity. I'm going to run towards Hayward, though. Blocking not entirely there. Still 3 yards. As long as we can pick up 2 on this, we're still positive in rushing, in my opinion. 4 yards is my at least minimum. Just take off and run with Willis. Picks up the first, picks up yards. 5 for 39 for Willis. That's exactly why we have him in there. Just like I've said before, that's exactly why we have him in there, is because he just provides that little bit of extra, help. If our receivers aren't open, he can provide that little bit of athleticism and get going. Spears underneath with Cam Hayward on him. I tried to backstep, hoping he'd go for a hit stick, and he still ends up making the tackle. 7 for 80 for Spears. Yeah, he has played phenomenally well today. This double underneath route could be open if they run man. D-Hop, though. No, just can't hold on to the football. Tries to fade away, and Porter jumps it just enough. 3rd and inches now. 3rd and inches. Go to this inside zone. I like this more than anything else. We're going to motion Burks in. See if these linebackers will follow a little bit. Does. Should open up a lane just enough. And I tell you what, when your running back gets tired in Madden, when you run a fucking zone read, you can't do shit. Concept. I want to run an option play here. Gun trips tight end offset is the formation. So gun trips tight end offset. We're going to sub in Haskins. I'm going to go with this read option here. Hurry. 5 seconds. Gotta go. Haskins up the middle. 1st down and more. Run over Minka. 16 yards there for Haskins. Gonna hurry back to the line. Bubble zone read. Let's see if that linebacker comes, we can hit Burks. Nope, it's Haskins time. 5 yards there. 2 for 21 now. I wish the running backs would sub in a little bit better. I don't want to call all my own plays. It's kind of cheesy, running exactly what I want, but sometimes you just have to. The coach suggestion sometimes I feel like almost wants you to run into the defense. Stretch, weak side, touchdown, Spears. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. You may ask why I didn't go for 2 on that last touchdown. It makes sense just to take the 1 point, because if we miss, then it would put it within a easy 2-possession game, a touchdown 2-pointer, and a field goal. At least this way, it does require them to go down and score at least 2 touchdowns if they want a chance at winning this. So 6:30 remaining, 26-14. Our defense has come up. I saw Deontay Johnson break. I did. That's why I stopped. But I also saw the route from, I think it was the tight end Darnell Washington, where the little curl route that he ran. So I saw both those. I was trying to make a decision on who to take. And I tried just to play the middle of the field, just hoping and praying that Deontay Johnson wouldn't fuck us, but he did. 1st and 10, 37-yard line for the Pittsburgh Steelers now. 5 for 50 for Darnell Washington. He's probably thankful that we knocked out Pat Freiermuth for him. 1st and 10 now here. Underneath to Deontay Johnson. Good little short pass, 4 yards. And another thing that is kind of missing from Madden's gameplay, especially that I've noticed, is the fact of, defensive linemen trying to make plays on the ball with their hands in the air. A lot of defensive tackles, when they realize that they're not going to be getting to the quarterback and the quarterback's going to be throwing soon, they at least... Chris Harris, user pick. Fuck you, bitch. Sorry. A lot of the defensive linemen will understand to fucking put up their hands and try to swat the ball away. Chris Harris, first game as a tight end in the slot, goes up, makes a pick in front of Darnell Washington, baits Kenny Pickett. That is why we brought him in. He is a good veteran talent. Now up 33-14. This game just got put away. 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh's own 25-yard line. Just got to play good defense again here. The defense has come up better than I thought they have so far in this second half. We have slowed them down basically since Mitchell Trubisky left the game. In real life, you would have to consider going back to Trubisky at this point. I know Kenny Pickett has moved the ball decently well, especially in the beginning of that first half, but you would have to consider going back to Trubisky here at some point. Fumble! Jeffrey Simmons! Why would Shair try to engage in that block? Why wouldn't he just dive at Dan Moore's legs? Jesus. 33-14. The defense still isn't playing great. I'm going to be honest. Even with that pick six and that fumble, with that sack fumble there, we're still not playing great. But, it's funny watching this game sometimes. 3rd and 14. Going no huddle. Cover Darnell Washington and just thrown outside. Seriously, you got to consider going back to Trubisky at some point. I know we have momentum, and that's probably what's really screwing up Kenny Pickett right now. But in real life, you would have to consider going back to Trubisky. He made your offense look like it wasn't, and Caleb Farley pick. That puts the game away. 3 minutes left. We'll just run the ball out. Up almost 20. Yeah. Kenny Pickett, just not a good second half from him. Just throwing up a ball to Deontay Johnson one-on-one versus Caleb Farley, where it's underthrown as well. I don't think is really the move down, 19 points. 4-yard rush there for Spears. Going to try to get his average going back up a little bit. He doesn't have a great average today, but with his receptions as well, his yards per touch, it does look nice as well. Kind of look like Kamara from last night's Thursday night football game, Saints versus, who was it? What team played last night against the fucking Saints? I have no idea. Jags, there we go. Jags versus Saints last night. Kamara, not great rushing stats, but overall good stats. Chig over the middle. Dropped it. Really? Wasn't paying a whole ton of attention there, but really, dropping the football. Okay. Well, I guess we will punt the ball then. Easy yards there for Chig and just doesn't want it, apparently. So instead of us being able to drain out the clock, defense has to go back out on the field. Good punt there for Stonehouse. Down at the 2. 3 punts today inside the 20. 1 inside the 10. Ryan Stonehouse. I don't know why he feels like such an easy punter to punt with. I know he's one of the highest punters in the game. Okay? That's not at all what I'm saying. I'm just saying he just feels nicer than a lot of other punters. Even similar overalls, whatever. I don't know why he feels so nice, but he does. Arden Key, for some reason, is playing a stand-up back, or did we switch formations? Oh, and I get the knockdown with Key. I jump up. I see that he's about to try to throw, so I jump up, get the knockdown. See, that's what I'm talking about. Just like simple stuff like that, I think needs to be added to the game a little bit more. Make it a trait at least. Does the D lineman jump when there is a pass close to being thrown? McCreary, you got to get back on that, dude. I understand the underneath route is there, but if you see him winding up, he's not going to fucking, look to throw it to the underneath guy. You got to start moving. Booth review. Checking in on the catch. Yeah, that's a catch. What? Both feet. 1, 2. And then turns and goes upfield. I know he had that play earlier in the game near the end zone, but that's an easy catch. Why did we review that exactly? 1st and 10. Pittsburgh making a good play on Deontay Johnson across the middle, and Caleb Farley just can't keep up. His route running's just beating the living shit out of Caleb Farley right now. Man underneath, play it. And Caleb Farley almost comes up with another pick there as well. Ball's underthrown a little bit. Caleb Farley just can't hold on to the football as well there. 2nd and 10. Minute 30 remaining in this game. Pittsburgh still trying here. Trying to get something going. Hold them in bounds at least. I would like to stop them and, because then it would help out our defense and our defensive stats and stuff like that. But, oh, he's just open over the middle. Miles Boykin, 1st and goal. Jesus, we are struggling. They finally call timeout after a 15-second runoff. Let me go to this dollar look, hope and pray that fucking they don't decide to run the ball with Najee. We're going to put Byard in the box just in case they do. Stack Shire up against... Oh, and we send them and... Oh! Pickens touchdown out of bounds, though. Jesus, the end of this game is just crazy. You know, we go down and score, putting us up, 11. We get the pick 6. We have a good, we have good field position when they punt the ball away, and just, Jesus. What a game. What a game. User up Monty Rice if we can get to him. Nope. Put him in coverage. And he goes to scramble, so I tell Shire, hey, go get him. And of course, as he goes, Kenny Pickett just throws it over his head. Touchdown, Darnell Washington. So that will do it. Of course, you guys will see a touchdown from Hassan Haskins. I ended up recording that. Kevin Byard got a pick on a Hail Mary attempt. So we did finish out the game 40-21. They did score at the end. 40-21. We had a very good game there, especially in the second half. We bounced back. We had a good game, stuff like that. Good way to step up. There in the second quarter, I was getting pretty pissed. I was getting pretty loud, stuff like that. But the defense battled back. The offense played very well. Son Haskins and Tajay Spears both took over. Good game. We're going to continue to build on this, and we're going to go into the next week 5-3. So, end of game. Like I said, we won 40-21. We got some upgrades to take care of next week, as well as managed staff if we got enough of the points that I want to upgrade people. Of course, I want to show you guys where I'm at currently. No. Okay, well, I accidentally just fired Mike Rabel. I'm going to bring him back, of course. Jesus fucking Christ. Not off to a great start here. View talent tree. We are officially at the after school tutoring. Now, I do have it on slow to make it more fair, so I'm not just blowing through and fucking being able to have my team, superstars and shit. So, it is slow, right? At some point, I'm going to have to start focusing on the re-sign stuff, the trade stuff, eventually. We do have an answer media question. We're going to take a look at it. So, it's asking, at the midway point, your team's in a good spot. How far do you think this team can go? I'm just going to say it looks dangerous to look ahead. Something that, now I haven't edited the video yet, but from what I remember, and we can look at the box score, is Trubisky played phenomenally. He went 10 of 12. He took a sack. He had 2 touchdowns, 143 rating, compared to Kenny Pickett's 1 touchdown, 4 picks, 241 yards, 56 completion percentage. Even if you take away his garbage time interception and touchdown, in my opinion, Trubisky was only on, I think, 3 drives, and he scored 2 touchdowns. One of them fizzled out, and we got to stop at the half to go down and help us score that field goal. But Trubisky, was almost perfect. Now, you could say momentum really fucked over Kenny Pickett or whatever, but in real life, I think you'd have to look to go to Trubisky after this week, or even look at Trubisky during the game at some point, especially going into the fourth quarter when he had 3 picks already or had 2. That was unexcusable from them. They were playing very good, and then Kenny Pickett comes back at halftime, and the offense stalls completely. Tajay Spears, 26 rushes, 123 yards, 4.7 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns, so almost 5 yards per carry, which is unbelievable. Hassan Haskins, at the end, I was running with him. I didn't want Spears to do anything, so I was running with Hassan Haskins. 5 carries, 39 yards, 7.8 yards per carry, a touchdown at the very end of the game. What a day from him as well. Tajay Spears, 7 catches for 80 yards. Miles Boykin, 5 for 87, and he had a pretty big drop, I think, on 3rd down. He got hit. And then the rest of our receiving didn't go quite as planned. Spears was just doing good. I know we threw him a couple screen passes as well, so, you have to take those into consideration, but man, he played well. Chig for 43, Traylon Burks for 41, DeAndre Hopkins for 21, Josh Wiley for 10, Kyle Phillips for 6. I'm going to be honest, Traylon Burks just isn't doing it for me. Now, I'm not going to bench him. I'm not going to trade him. He is a second-year player, but he has struggled, to say the least, going in, especially exiting this game at the halfway point. He just hasn't played well, and when he has been on the, and he hasn't always been on the field as well. So that is a problem as well. Upgrade players, we're going to take a look at this. Tajay Spears, of course, has one. If I am saying his name wrong, by the way, correct me. I'm just going to go elusive back. Look, in franchise, you don't need to upgrade certain things. You just don't. It's all optional. In franchise, it's more about how do you want to play with that player more or less than, making him a good player, a good, well-rounded player. Robert Hainsey also has one. I don't know if he ever came back into the game. I will have to look and see at the gameplay. We are going to be taking on the Bucks next week, which should be an interesting matchup, to say the least. But overall, the team played really well, Azeez Al-Shaair had apparently 6 total tackles, 2 for loss, so apparently he's going good on social media currently at the moment. We don't have any of the top players right now in any certain category besides Caleb Farley and 7 interceptions. Jesus Christ. But the team's playing good, and we'll be back with more videos soon. We'll be back with hopefully week 10. I am truly hoping to start getting these out about 2 a week, 3 a week if possible. I think that would be super ideal for me. I want to get these done. These are fun to do. I want to continue to play franchise. I don't want to get burnt out on Madden and on my other franchises that I'm playing. So, we'll see. But if you guys enjoy this content or any other content here on my channel, I'd appreciate if you guys stick around and subscribe. I'm going to be posting more videos like this. I'm going to be doing more rebuilds. I'm going to be doing more content. I have, a ton of stuff on the way. I don't even think this is going to come out this weekend. This will probably be coming out maybe Monday or Tuesday, depending on when I have availability to get it up. I'm hopefully going to get it edited tonight, and then today's Friday, and then hopefully it will be up by Monday or Tuesday. I do have other videos coming out over the next 3 days, so that is why it's not coming out right away. But I appreciate you guys sticking around until the end, and I appreciate you guys' support. I truly do. We're at 2,000 subscribers now. That's fucking insane. And I'll see you guys in the next video. But I'm out. Peace.